Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sawadi Tong Chao. We are in Factory Coffee, Payatai. We have a few people sitting near us. They're all Japanese. This is a very trendy place here. It's packed right now. This is not exactly my kind of place. Hang on a second. All right. It's not really my kind of place. There's probably 9/10 of the people here are much younger than me. Yeah, they're a lot younger than me. And they're serving up all these foo-foo drinks, which I did get a dirty, which they call Mrs. White. I don't know why. Here it is. Mr. Two Quarters Korean was supposed to join me here, but he didn't. Hello. So now I'm surrounded by people. This is a lot more noisy and a lot more busy than I'm used to, but whatever. We'll make it work. Good morning, Dowlo. Oh my God, you're the first person. Hang on a second. I gotta. Let me give you the lay of the land here. We'll start in the back. We'll show the whole place here. Like I said, I've got a couple Japanese girls sitting next to me. It's quite a nice place. You know, if this is your kind of place. Anyway, today we're going to talk about whether or not you should learn the language. That's one thing. And then also, what happens if you got a girl, maybe you're not married to her, maybe you are, and I just am thinking about this, she's got a job, but she's making peanuts. Do you really want her to work? Maybe you can give her the money that she's making, but maybe she wants to work. You know. Which is something else to think about. Watch this. Hey. You want to say hello? Japan, huh? China? Chinese, okay. ไม่ใช่คนนี้ชิวะคนนี้ชิวะนี่ฮาว
Where are you from?
America, but I live here. You're on holiday? You speak English? A little bit. Your holiday, vacation. You come Thailand how long? 10 days? You like? You like? So they like it a lot. All right. So there's my little interaction for the day. I thought they were Japanese or Chinese. Visa exempt. I don't know. I'm not going to ask them that. That's just. They might be. Let me get rid of this. One's been smiling at me the whole time she's been here. Yeah. A lot of people. This place really churns it out, and you know, it's just. I guess, you know, maybe if I was here with somebody else, I'd feel a little bit different. If I was here with 3/4 Korean or somebody else, maybe I'd be like, oh, this is all right. But like, it took 20 minutes to get my espresso. It took 15 minutes to get my dirty. It's good, but, you know. They don't like married Australians. Jesus Christ. How many times I have to say it? They don't like married Australians. Mr. Dowlow. I know you're probably sitting there behind the computer, your wife's not around. You might be grabbing a little something. Gennaro, how you doing? We're at Factory Bangkok. Factory Coffee, that's what it's called. Factory Coffee. It's Payatai. So what did I do? I could have taken the train to the CityLink. Instead, I took the SkyTrain to the CityLink because I didn't want to deal with the traffic on the boat. Then I get on the CityLink, and the CityLink is completely packed. I've never seen it so packed in my life. Maybe because of when I went. Usually, I go on the CityLink, you know, in off-peak hours. But today I decided to go early in the morning, and it was, I mean, I missed the first train because there was too many people on the train. You couldn't get everybody on. Then I was the first person on the next train, and it was only 4 stops, but, you know, and then I got off, and it's like, okay, I knew this place is like right underneath the train. But which exit do you take? I didn't know which exit to take. I didn't know which way is the best way to come here. You know, it took a little finding, but, you know, it's all right. I found it, and would I come here again? Yes, I'd probably come here again. I don't know that I would go out of my way to come here. There's not a lot of places I would do that for, you know? So, anyway. The thing is, I wanted to talk a little bit about the language because they got good stuff over here. Look at this, wait a minute. Look at this. Look at that right there. Oh. So delicious. And they all have their phones out. They're all doing selfies. We gotta watch this. Thank you very much for the show, girls. It's an ordeal. He makes it a show. Oh, yes. You know, and that's kind of why I just like an espresso. Give me an espresso. Simple. And make my damn coffee and let me drink it. Doesn't have to have all this spray and all this hoopla. You don't need all that. Just make the coffee, pour the coffee, drink the coffee. No sugar, nothing. That's how it works. All right, listen. Today, before I get started here, the dollar, you can hear them shaking the chocolate up. The dollar, 35.54. The air quality is a horrible 162. 81 degrees low, 93 is the high. Oh, wait a minute, 81 is the current temperature, 93 is the high, 75 is the low, and 85 is the feel like temperature, which is what it is right now, and it's very nice. 69% humidity. So, you know, all in all, it's pretty good. Yes, they're enjoying themselves. This is Phaya Thai, and no, there are not a few outlets. I think they sell some, what is this? I see a lot of coffee going on, but bug going around. I can't worry about that stuff, man. I can't worry about if there's a bug going around or if it's the pollution or whatever. I'm not coughing. I'm healthy, and that's all I can do. Keep myself healthy. Keep yourself healthy, and you won't get sick as easily. Oh, now they have another drink. I don't know what they're getting. They're all taking selfies. Look at that. Oh, yeah. She's like, huh? She can't open the water. That water is so easy to open. Honestly. I've seen like 3 people open it up. So they got a lot of good stuff here. But you do have water. They give you the free water, which is good. Okay, just near the airport line. Yes, it's right off of Phaya Thai. If you go to Phaya Thai and you walk down, you'll find it. I don't know if there's a lot of YouTubers sick or not, but I haven't been sick. I haven't been sick since I had my gallbladder taken out. They all have their nails done very nicely. You know, they're having a good time. This one's got Charlie Brown on her backpack, I noticed. Let me show you. Charlie Brown. That's Charlie Brown right there. I don't want to interfere too much with them. But they do give free bottles of water, which, you know, that's all right. I'll take it. And you know, like I said, I noticed there's a lot of they're like very young people, very, very young. I don't know if they're on holiday or they live here. I don't know, but they're very young. They're like 18, 17, 20. A lot of young people here. So anyway. All right, so before we get started, you know, the whole usual rigmarole. Click thumbs up. Do I need to wait until the shaker stops? Jesus Christ, that's a pain in the ass. They ought to put some foam around it or something. Stop making the noise. Somebody gets a chocolate, and that's what they do. They shake up the chocolate. Anyway, remember to click thumbs up, subscribe, join. Oh, they got another drink. Holy cow. Wow. They're so busy here. I mean, there is 4 of them, so they got several drinks. But anyway, yeah. Click the thumbs up, subscribe, join, Patreon, buy me a coffee, super chat, super thanks, super duper duper. Just watch, listen, and learn. Anyway, the whole thing about language is I find it obnoxious that somebody thinks that Thais need to speak, that they need to speak English if they want his money. I find it extremely obnoxious. So Fred, you're obnoxious. And not only that, I look at it as it's not just about being obnoxious, it's about just being selfish. You know, I mean, it's like, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, and you know, that's the thing is that not everybody speaks English. And just because you want everybody to speak English doesn't mean that they have to. Here we go. There's another one. They all have them pointed vertically instead of horizontally. I don't know why. I guess that's the way. Maybe on TikTok, that's what they do. I don't know. I wonder if these girls are on TikTok. I'll have to ask them. Or Baidu or something like that. Dick dog. Yeah, well, I don't know. I never saw that. My wife does that, and I'm like, what are you doing? You know, why are you doing that? Oh my God, they're just going for it here. They went crazy here. What is that? That one's got a face on it. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. She's getting them all together. But the one has a face on it. It's a skull. You can't see the front of it. She's not showing it. We're entertained today by these ladies buying all their drinks. Look at that. Oh my God. Now, if I spoke Chinese, I'd be able to communicate with them, but I only speak about 5 words of Chinese. I gotta ask them if they're on TikTok. I don't know. No idea. You on TikTok? Huh? TikTok? TikTok? Yeah? Baidu? Baidu? Baidu, Baidu. B-A-I? Yeah, okay. They're dressed very westernized. Okay. Well, you don't know. You don't know what it is. YouTube. YouTube. All right. All right. Lots of fun here. Anyway, as I was saying about the language, imagine someone coming to your country and going, if you don't speak my language, I'm not giving you any business. I'd be like, piss off, you know, really. And you know, from knowing what I know, it's always the Thais are out to get us. They only want our money. They this, they that, and that's not true. I hate to tell you this. You know how often I get screwed by Thais? Almost never. Because I don't allow myself to be screwed. Sawadee ka. I don't allow myself to get screwed by Thais. And in fact, my wife sometimes pays more than I do in some places. because she's just like, I don't want to deal with them. And me, I'm like, I know the price. I'm like, this is the price. You know. That's English, I'm sorry to say. As much as we joke, it's English. You may have your slang and all this other kind of stuff, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. It's English. So, but since I've been here, since about 8 o'clock, this place has just been jam-packed. I'm lucky to get a place to sit, honestly. Although some places are opening up now, but still. But imagine if you go, wherever you go, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I speak German. You don't speak German here? We're in Mexico and you don't speak German? Well, then you're not getting my money. Imagine how stupid that sounds. Really stupid. You know, I've been to China twice, and when I went, I tried to learn to speak at least a few words so that they know I'm trying. And this goes a long way. I don't care what anybody says, it goes a long way. It makes the people think that you care about their culture. And you know what? It's very easy to go, I don't care. But you live here. And what I know is this particular guy has said, oh, maybe I'll move to Cambodia. Oh, maybe I'll move to the Philippines. Okay, well then do it. Move. They speak English there. However, as I said in the video, go ahead. You're jumping in from one frying pan, you're jumping into another. You have all different kinds of problems. And they are just different problems. That's all it is. You know, what is this? I had some fair dinkum and was, oh Jesus. I'm not even gonna read that, I'm sorry. You know, just when I start thinking to myself, I don't want to be too hard on Gennaro. He says something stupid. Imagine that. Oh, wow. They got so much stuff over there. Surprised they can eat it all. I got a coffee, and then I got another coffee. Because I thought if it takes 20 minutes to get the coffee, then I might as well order another one and I'll have a coffee in another 30 minutes. All right, they got another one with the skull on it. So people like that one for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not ordering anything else. But anyway, so when it comes to the language, I mean, I don't think there's any... Are you an internet celebrity? Small. Very small. Small celebrity. My first trip to Thailand, I brought a simple phrase book and it went a long way. Yeah, it does. It goes a long way. Only like 16,000. Yes, it's, I'll show you. Hang on, I need to write it down. I have not been to Factory Coffee, but I lived here for 30 years. For a long, long time I lived in Bangkok.
First time here?
Yes. And an American in Bangkok.
I know.
You know? That's me. That's my channel. YouTube, yes.
Instagram you have.
It's what?
Do you have Instagram?
Have what?
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah, it's my name. There you go. Hey Jim, how you doing? I'm off the Slam, slot machine, cocktail. Oh, I like Titus Smith. This is Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
No. Oh, here. How come it doesn't show? It doesn't show me. I don't know why. I don't know. On me, I can find it every time.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
YouTube 啊 YouTube。
Okay.
你的翻墙软件最多。这你不用翻墙，绝对可以用的。
You're gonna be underwhelmed.
我叫人家 follow me 太好了。
Oh, what happened?
Oh.
No, I saw me on here. Wait. Okay, in Bangkok.
哦。
There you go.
OK。还有1万00多个粉丝。
Yeah, he's on here. I look great, don't I? You're blocked. Well, we're in Thailand. I don't know why they would be blocked. Hello, goodbye. Well, Jim, have a good one. China censored you for your de-chowdering head. I don't care. Some idiot came onto the channel the other day and gave me shit for using the word chowderhead, which I've used for years. And it's like, chowderhead. You're a chowderhead. It's just a word. It's like blockhead, bonehead, dumbass. It's the same thing. Okay? Don't get too attached to it, buddy. Anyway, so now the other thing I wanted to talk about, we already know about the language. I think, mainly what happens is older people tend to be lazy about learning a language. They think, oh, it's so hard, I can't do it. And they just don't want to dedicate the time. That's what it is. I've dedicated the time over years and, very slowly. Sometimes I don't want to learn it at all. Sometimes I'm constantly looking in a book or something like that. I've got a woke t-shirt. It's not, no, it's wake up. It's not woke. So, are you an internet celebrity? Oh God. You're a superstar on YouTube. Anyway, I think with the language we all know. I'd say the majority of people who know either they're too lazy to learn it or they're just arrogant. Those are the camps. Or you learn it. You try a little bit. Even Jono tries a little bit. Jono knows how to speak a little bit of Thai. At least he tries to communicate in the language. He'll say Sawatdee Cup or whatever. At least Billy, when Billy comes back, supposedly he will take some language courses. I can help him out with that. So I think it's good that at least you spend a couple of hours a week, 3 hours a week to learn a language. And you just learn the basics of the language. What's so difficult about that? And you live in Pattaya. Honestly, if you live in the city, you're living in a land where most of the people speak pidgin English at best. They don't speak great English. So, then if they're not speaking great English, you know what that means? That means you need to learn how to speak a little Thai. Simple as that. Uh-oh, I think they're judging me. I'm really going to try harder to speak Thai this next trip. My wife tells me I'm really trying to. Oh God, they're looking at my channel now. No!
Can we see your video next time?
Can you see my video? Yeah. Oh, you want to be in the videos?
Yeah.
Who is the most beautiful? Who's the most beautiful here? All right. Hello to China. I've been to China. I went to China, Beijing, and Guili. I don't know, Shenzhen. Yeah, close to Shenzhen. I went for boxing. For boxing. Yes, that's when I was a big superstar. Oh, that's so funny. They're all checking me out now. Oh. I'm an old man, for God's sakes. Don't expect it to conform to your trendy styles. No, they're just lying about it. That's all. They're lying about being from there. They're actually Danish. That's where they said they're from. They must be from there. I thought originally they were from Japan, but they're not. Anyway, so now to the other point that I wanted to make, because I've had this discussion. Actually, I've had this discussion over time with quite a few people. Let's say you come to Thailand, you meet a girl, and you decide, okay, she's the one. But she's got a job and she doesn't make much money. She's struggling, but she gets by. You know, maybe she stays with you and you're paying the rent and you're paying for whatever else. Maybe you give her a little money to help her out. You give her $3,000, $5,000 just to help her out a little bit. But that's so irritating. But she doesn't make much money, and you're telling her, honey, I want you to stop working. She doesn't want to stop working. She doesn't want to stop working because she's making her own money. But you need and want her to be with you. You want to spend time with her. Then when she does quit the job, then she's around you all the time, and you kind of like, I wanted her around, but I didn't want her around 24/7. Well, they're fishing something out of it's like a strawberry or something. I don't know what it is. She didn't like it. It's not a strawberry. All right, more people coming in. This is too much, man. This is good entertainment. Oh, they're getting more. They're going to get more now. Ugh. As you can see. Somebody wants something more. So, what do when if you're a young person and you meet a young girl, let's say she's a young girl and she's in university, then she gets out of university, she wants to work. She wants to put her money or her degree to work. She wants to earn money. And you're like, yeah, but you're working like 60, 70 hours a week. I have no time with you. Well, you better realize that. Oh, Jesus Christ, Gennaro, why are you writing in fucking Thai? I gotta put my glasses on to read this shit. Jesus Christ. Just write in English. I don't give a shit you can read Thai. Very good. I'm happy you can read Thai, but in this context, we speak English. Jesus Christ, what does it says? คนพูด พูดสิ่งนี้ what does it sing เป็นภาษาไทยได้อย่างไร Good morning in New York. Gennaro, if you'd like, you can teach a class, all right? I'll just stream and I'll leave and I'll walk away and you can teach a class here. I gotta put my freaking glasses on to read your little tiny letters. We have more and more people here. More and more. This place is just packed. I mean, really, it's just, and you see they're all younger people. I mean, you know, this girl is here with her mother and her father, but there's a lot of young people here. So I would say, for people like Gennaro, who want to go on the prowl, this place is probably a good place for you. Smells good in here. You know, I mean, I want to like this place. Oh, they've got there's an affogato right there. Oh, she must have ordered this. Oh no, this is another girl. She's got an affogato. It's got ice cream and they're putting everything on it. Looks pretty good. Anyway. So, you know, this is what I'm getting to. If you hook up with some chick who's, it doesn't matter if she has a degree, she doesn't have a degree. If she's making really very little money, we'll say, she's making 15,000, 20,000 baht a month. And she's like, yeah, but I'm working, I make my own money, I don't have to, count on you, and but you should be happy, right? But the thing is she does count on you. I mean, let's just be honest. If you're paying the rent where you stay, then she's counting on you to pay the rent. So you need to think about that. And then you tell her, stop working. Well, what's she gonna do? She's only gonna be like, oh, I need some money. She's gonna come to you for handouts. That doesn't really work very good. Now you could give her a lump sum, you could pay her ahead of time, but a lot of times what some Thai girls do is they just piss it all away. They have no sense of budgeting and their finances. So you might give them, let's say you give them 20,000 baht a month for 6 months, right? In 3 months, they might spend it all. They go, oh, I don't have any more money. Can I have some money? Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll give it to you, don't worry. Well, I mean, that doesn't work either. So, to me, in most cases, not all cases, if she wants to work, you let her work. You let her work. And, you find things to keep yourself busy when she's not around. I don't care if you're retired, if you're a 30-year-old guy, a 20-year-old guy, whatever you are. If you're a 20-year-old guy, she's, both of you probably have your own things going on. I don't know. This place is jam-packed, man. I can't believe it. But they're all young. Most of them are really young. There are some little older ladies over here, but for the most part. All of their nails, I have to say this, every single girl sitting there, their nails are very, very nice. They have them painted, immaculately. So, plus to the Chinese for their nails. Anyway, so what do you think about that situation? If let's say it's two situations. Let's say you're a 35-year-old guy with, maybe a 7-year-old girl, she's making $20,000 a month. Let's say you're a 60-year-old guy and you got yourself a 40-year-old girl who is making $20,000 a month. Do you want them to continue to work? The line is long here now. Do you want them to continue to work, or do you want to say to them, no, I don't want you to work, I'll take care of you? Which one do you want to do? I'm curious to know. Inquiring minds want to know. This is a whole ordeal for them. For me, it's like, I'm in this coffee shop, let me drink my coffee. I dare say I've lived here longer than they've been alive. Yeah, work and bring home the money. To me, that's what it is. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Choke D to you. Good luck to you. Really appreciate that. You are the first of the day. The first and only. You hear that? The first and only. So thank you. Well, I think most Thai women would choose to work. I think most smart women would try to set something up to where they're working. They don't want to stop working. First of all, it gives them a sense of purpose. What sense of purpose do they have if they're staying home? Now, if they have things to do, they hang out with family, they have friends, they clean the house, they do your laundry for you, they cook for you, these kind of things, and it keeps them busy, then I kind of understand it. Because you want them to be with you. But do you want them to be with you all the time? I mean, honestly, even the best girl gets a bit tiresome. It gets tiresome being with them. Well, what do you mean? That's ridiculous. Oh, aside from the tourism trade, what do you mean by that? That's ridiculous. They do all kinds of things unrelated to tourism. You think the barista in a lot of coffee shops are dealing with tourists? No. A lot of them don't deal with any tourists. But, you know, you're talking about uneducated Thais. Talk about uneducated and educated. You know, what are you talking about? Oh, they all know who the best looking one is. She's like, let me get my hair right. She knows I'm looking at her. I gotta see how this breaks down here. Oh, she's gonna eat a piece of cake. She's gonna eat a piece of cake. It's falling out of her mouth. Oh, Jesus, just get the fuck out of here, dude. So, let me clear the table. Talk about coitus interruptus. You're right in the middle of taking a photo and he comes in. He did that to me before. It's like, leave me alone. When I get up and walk away, you come and get my stuff. That's how it works. God, this place is jam-packed. Look at that. Everybody's in line here. Look at this. Watch. Hold that piece of food up in the air. All right. You know, I'm sorry, but they're entertaining. You know, as someone who worked as a photographer, my goal was to not take thousands and thousands of shots, but to make the quality of shot, every single shot, to be a good shot. Not to take hundreds and hundreds of photos that look the same. I don't get it. Example, you move locations 2 times a year and the girl wants to work, then a girlfriend in both locations. Frogman is a lucky man. They could be Hong Kongers. They're not Hong Kongers.
让一下。前点站起来。怎么拍你就不行了呢？
Anyway. The Farang man, well, no, but you say the Farang is a lucky man. You act like, to me, what it sounds like to me, Roy, is maybe you don't know that, in Thailand there are a lot of people who are well-to-do. It's not like everybody here is poor. I mean, you just go to this coffee shop. This is I would say this is a middle to upper class coffee shop. It costs a bit of money. How are there so many Thais here if they have no money? Because they're not all working, as they clean up dishes from people when they're eating, or that's not what it's about. And that's what I've been saying to you guys for a long time now. Aim higher. But then when you aim higher, you deal with the repercussions, which is, honey, I've got to go to work today. Okay, so go to work. And then when they earn enough money and they can stop working, then they stop working. To me, that's how you do it. Now, it really depends, because in some cases they're earning next to nothing. And it's just better off if you say, listen, I'll give you the money to last you for 6 months, find another job. We're gonna move, whatever, find another job. And that way, maybe you make a little more money, maybe you're not getting taken advantage of, maybe you like the job more or whatever, and you're close by where I am, if you're moving. There are some rare cases where I think, okay, let her, she wants to stop, let her stop. But for the most part, I think they want to work. And, I know many, many, many Thai women. They make quite a bit of money. I mean, some of the nurses I know, they're making like $60,000 a month, and they're not even at the top of their field. And that's like okay money. It's not great money. But they got a husband or a boyfriend, and the guy's making $100 grand a year. They're doing pretty good. They're almost making a couple $100,000 a month. I don't know what they're doing now. They're trying to set everything up. You have to take another photo. I think because of their obligation to take care of the families, the women choose to work instead of having the responsibility. Well, yeah, that tends to be the case in many cases. But in other cases, there are women that are just like, listen, this is how much I need every month. You give it to me, I'll be with you. You don't give it to me, I won't be with you. Whether they're working or not doesn't make a difference. But the good ones, I would say, if they have the ability, they want to be able to take care of the family, not, oh, my guy gives me money. And this is something that, like I said, it's a trade-off. Do you want them to work and have a life of their own and to be strong and, self-sufficient? And then, maybe they're barely making enough to do that. But they're happy doing it. So, from one standpoint, I understand it, because you want them to be around, you want them to help you, you want them to do this stuff and that stuff. But then from another standpoint, I'm like, listen, just let them do what they want to do. And that's what I found living here. For me, I just let my wife do whatever she wants to do, and she'll do it. And then when she has time for me, she gives me the time. When she wants to talk, she talks. And then when she's busy, I just leave her alone. I got my own things to do, My ex-wife is uneducated. I could have kept her in the house. The salary is so small. That's what I mean. If the salary is so small, then, you know, why are they working? They're working for themselves. And, you know, I mean, I know it's hard to understand. It's hard to fathom that maybe they're working simply because, yeah, Thai about 45,000 to 70,000 a month. Yeah, like I said, they might be making 60,000. I know girls. I used to know a lot of nurses at Waitangi because I used to go there all the time. Now I don't know as many because I don't go in there very often at all. But I knew one that was like at the top of her game. She's making 100 grand, you know. I haven't compiled a list of language schools, but I know one that I really like, and she's been around for years. So I compile a list of coffee shops. That's what I've done. But as far as the language schools, I always recommend her. And, you know, this is 30 years now, at least 30 years she's been in business. She's been in business longer than that, I think. It's Gentana and Associates. Gentana and Associates. I don't get a cut. I don't get any money or anything like that. I'm just referring her because she has a good program. And I can honestly say I only took 10 hours with her in the beginning. I didn't take the other 10 hours. I blew it off and didn't take it because I was too busy running around with women. I was too busy seeing Thailand. I was too busy doing other things. And then years later, I helped some people with a movie, and I found out they were coming over and they wanted my help. And I was like, you know what? I need to brush up on my Thai. So I called her up and she sent a girl out. At this time, there was no real like online teaching. And so she sent a girl out to my house, and the girl came for 20 hours. She taught me for 20 hours. You know, it was something like, she taught me for like 5 months, like 4 times a week, something like that, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and she taught me, you know, like 3-4 times a week. Well, I know who the best subscribers are. I know who the biggest subscribers are. I know who the top subscribers are. I know who the top donators are. I know about all this stuff. It just gets filed away in the little memory bank. We're irrelevant. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say you're irrelevant. I'm not going to say anything about who is who. I know who are the loyal subscribers and who have been around for a long time and who's donated lots of money, who's donated nothing, who's, you know, I understand. So, you know, at the end of the day, I won't be doing this forever. Holy moly. They got all kinds of people coming in here, man. Chinese, Japanese, Europeans. Well, he sent me a message and said he was going to come here, but he couldn't sleep, so he'll meet me after the stream and we'll go out to lunch. So he is leaving on Sunday. This is not a bribe for the top sub. Well, thank you very much, Dallo. I've made a whopping $4.78 today, and I appreciate that from you and from Gills. I do appreciate every penny. Yeah, he sees when you're watching and when you're donating and when you're buying stuff. I know these things. You know, I have to keep up on it. That's what a smart person would do. They figure out where is your demographic. My demographic is in the US mainly. Then Thailand, then Australia. Well, these girls. These girls are they're very serious about their selfies. Don't forget their dollary dues. What's a dollary due? I don't know what that is. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're watching. He knows when you're good or bad. So be good for goodness sake. Ugh. Why would I do that? I'd rather better my Thai, continue my Spanish, because I do speak Spanish, but it's been a long time since I've used it, so it would take me time to get back into it. And then I don't know what other language I would learn. I would learn another one. Cambodian, Burmese, Italian, French, I don't know. I did want to learn French. I would like to learn French. So if I could better my Thai a little bit and then continue with Spanish so that my Spanish improved, and then just completely learn French from scratch, I'd have 4 languages. As it is now, I have 2 and about 2/10. God, this place they must be raking in the dough here, man. I can't believe it, honestly. So, like, you know, I wonder how much the barista make here. Barista don't make a lot of money. These guys are not making 100,000 baht a month. Is a Thai tutor better than a Thai class? I guess it depends on if she's a teacher. If she's a teacher and you get one-on-one tuition, that's better than taking a class. Although when you take a class, then you interact with other people, so it's a trade-off, you know. But I always took one-on-one tuition. The last 20 hours I took for the movie, when these guys were coming over to make this movie, I took one-on-one, and it was very useful, and it really helped me. And you know, I had to write, I had to read, I had to do all this stuff, and while now it's, you know, my reading is a bit slow, but I can read it, it's no problem. Well, they have it in Chinese here too. They have the language written in Chinese here. Crazy. It's just the writing that I lag behind. So I want to get better, but you know, all in good time. And as long as I'm always trying to improve, that's really all I can do. Very young people here. Some horizontal Thai tutoring. Learn from a guy so you don't talk like a girl or have female. You know, my buddy, I'm not going to say who he is, he's a buddy of mine. He constantly speaks kind of like effeminate when he speaks Thai. You know, like he tries to be too sweet, like, "Kap, kap, kap, oh, kap." And I'm like, ugh. I can't stand it. It bugs me. You know, retain your masculinity while you speak Thai. That's true. And, you know, the whole horizontal learning, Gennaro, that's the only way I learned in the very beginning. That and going to school. You know, I went to school for the 10 hours, but the whole time, it was like every day, you know, what I would do is I would be like, oh, I got a Tuesday class. Monday night, I'd go out and I'd be with a girl, and in the morning, I'm with her. And I got to go to class at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I don't want to go to class. I'm going to spend the morning with her. So I'd speak to her. You know, she would speak a little English. I would speak, a little bit of Thai, and I would learn. I'd have my little phrase book by the bed. Then, you know, we'd speak another language, and then you know, she'd go and I'd go, and then I'd be like, oh, I better go back to school. But I only made it 10 hours the first time. But that was very helpful. Although, what I'll say is, there's a difference between learning bar Thai, you know, like prostitute Thai, you know, and there's a difference between learning proper Thai. If you watch newscasters, they speak proper Thai. They speak politely, they speak clearly, they enunciate. If you listen to some girls, some kind of girls, they speak a lot with slang. They don't really speak properly, and you know it's hard to notice it at first, but you'll notice it after a while. And, you know, it's the same thing with their English. If they're saying, you know, me love you, I love you, oh, me go see you, you know money, that's bar Thai. That's bar English rather. That's not proper English. That's not the English that they need to learn. They're learning the bare minimum that they need to get by. Because, you know, that's what they focus on, what's important. What's important is how long you stay Thailand. They're still all on the phones. I don't know how Chinese guys or even Thai guys can stand it when their girls are on the phone every waking minute. Look at this, the line is out the door now. Or you find yourself speaking to, I don't speak English to a girl. I really don't like that. And you know, well, if you learn from a male teacher, at least you don't have to worry about, you know, like, I mean, I can tell you that when I first came to Thailand, there was a lot of girls that would be like, you teach me English. And I was like, okay, you teach me Thai. Then they'd come over and within an hour we'd be in the sack. And I'd be like, forget about that. It's not gonna happen. This is the younger generation. Always on the phone, always with their head down looking at the phone. What happened to the art of conversation? This one's, now she's holding the glass, look at this. And from what I understand, the Chinese, what they do is they are constantly taking photos so that they can go, oh, I went there, oh, I've done that, I've done this. Yeah, I mean, they have like 8 people working here. I see 2 people walking around, well, 3, one's wiping the little boards off, and then there's 3 people walking around just looking for whatever. But they are very, very busy here, I'll say that. I mean, the line's out the door now. It's crazy. Glad I got here when I did. I told, you know, 2/4 Korean, though, I go, I don't know if this place is my cup of tea. And it's not that it's not a good place. I do think it's a good place. You know, it's one of the better coffee shops. I would say, you know, it's a good coffee shop. But, I mean, how good can it be, you know? But it's not, I mean, I guess if I wanted to come here and just hang out with younger people, this is what I would do. But I'm old here. I'm looking around, I'm like the oldest guy in this place. Yeah, I'm one of the oldest, if not the oldest in this place. So, oh God. This is crazy. You have to turn the camera and make it perfect. It's not perfect yet. Let me move my hair. Anyway, so 2 things. The language, which I think is important. It's at least try. That's very important. Just try to speak the language. Try to say sawadee kap, sabaydi mai kap, painai, whatever it is. Look at factory coffee. I'm sure you could if you wanted here. Yeah, I mean you could clean up here if you really wanted. You know what gets me is that you got all these barista here. They're all like they look like they're, you know, pretty good kids. Like they're young and they've got a bit of a life ahead of them and everything like that. And then some of them, they just are covered in tattoos. And I'm like, so they're making 15 or 20,000 a month. You know, they're not making a lot. And that's it. They're done. I don't get it. You know. I guess, you know, somebody told me something a long time ago. They said that the boxers that you know, not that necessarily that I work with, but boxers in general from Thailand, don't believe in themselves enough where they can go all around the world, travel all around the world and win. They believe if they fight in Thailand, they'll do pretty good, and maybe if they go abroad, they might get beat. But it's very hard for them to get to the place where they think, I'm going to go over there and win. I'm going to kill everybody in this, you know, in every country. I'm going to beat their asses. I'm going to be the champion. That's not how they think. What time does it open? 8 o'clock. I'll be arriving in Bangkok early morning on the 9th of March. Well, that's I don't think so. No, I don't think so, honestly. They do sell the shirts here. They're a little bit different than the ones that they're wearing. I mean, it's a very simple place when you look at it. It's very simply put together. And, you know, nothing is extravagantly expensive. The tables aren't. The things on the walls aren't. You know, they do sell some grinders that are the German grinders that, if you remember, the place in Minbury where I went, and the guy made me an espresso with the hand, with the rope, manual espresso maker, where I was watching the boats go by. There's a German grinder, and they sell that grinder here, and it's about 17,000 baht. It's not a cheap grinder. And the thing is with grinders is, for me, I got to make sure that they can do an espresso and do it right, where it's really fine and it's the grind is quality. It's not, you know, like after 50 grinds, you're going to be like, well, it doesn't grind like it used to. This is Paya Thai. And yes, they have food. In fact, hang on a second. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Baidu. Are you? Bye-bye. See you later. See you. Chok di, Jack and my. Bye-bye. Look, they come right over to clean it up. Everyone wants to know the name of this place. Well, I've said it about 10 times. I mean, honestly, I've said it numerous times here. It's Factory Coffee. It's not the factory, it's Factory Coffee in Bangkok, Phaya Thai. Very simple to get here. You take I think you can take the SkyTrain, you can take the CityLink, and it'll come right here. Thank you very much, John's Garage. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's very nice to see some people come in here and contribute that are not, really. I know John comes in every once in a while, but you're not like a long-term regular who's been coming in here for 5 years, 10 years. So it's nice to see that. I appreciate it. But choke D to you. That's good luck and good deal. All right, so let me show you the food that they have here. They don't have a lot of food, but they do have some sweets. They have like this. They have croissants. They have cakes. And then they have all kinds of, look at this. They got all kinds of chocolates. A lot of people left. So we can look at it this way. And they see they have the shaker. Well, look, the line is out the door. Very busy. And you can see most are, most are in their 20s. Anyway. And here I am, the old man. Oh, there's another guy that's a lot older than me. Well, I don't know. She looks about 60. Yeah, there's a lot of croissants here. They have different croissants. They have like 6 different croissants. They have banana bread. They have all kinds of stuff. But like they have this little thin strip, and I'm like, that thing is like 100 baht. And I'm like, that thing should be like 50 baht. But they've got to raise the prices to be the norm here. I mean, an espresso was 90 baht here. And I was like, oh, wow. Only 90 baht for the espresso. The cake was 150 baht. So that's 240. And then I got a dirty, which was only 100, which is good. So 340. I spent 340 here. And they do have bathrooms here. It's not like you have to walk outside or anything like that. So, but the bathrooms are right back here with the little things they have on the wall, which are very easy for them to get. They're very cheap. They're not real expensive. So that's this place. Yeah, I know you guys are all eyes. I can't believe that the line is still out the door. I just incredible. They don't do that. They don't have this many people at Sarni's. I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know if they have a college around. They might, but these are not college students. None of these people are college students that I'm looking at. There's some Chinese. A lot of Thais. A few foreigners. I don't know. I haven't seen a foreigner now for a bit. I don't see any foreigners here right now. This morning there were a couple of girls here but constantly shaking with that thing. Look at this. She's got the cakes. Look at the two cakes. The carrot cakes, the beard cake, which is what I had, the black one. Very nice. Croissant. Anyway, enough about this place. The main thing is the language, and you know, what do you do if your girl doesn't make great money? Even if she does make great money, she makes great money, then it's like, okay, well, it's kind of justifiable. She's got to make that money, sock that money away, put that money away, put it away, put it away. You can't fault her for doing that. And if she's educated, what do you expect her to do? You expect that, like, you met her and you've known her for 2 years and she's going to go, I don't want to go to work anymore, even though I make, you know, $60,000, $100,000 a month. I don't want to work anymore because I'm in love with you. I hate to say it, but even in Thailand nowadays, 2-income families are kind of the norm. What is this? A factory coffee is mine. Yeah, but these are not, I'm telling you, the majority of these people are not university students. These are slightly older. You know, they're in their 20s and they're a little bit older, or they're in their 30s, young 30s. Every once in a while you have somebody a bit older like me. Yeah, everybody, I can see everybody, and everybody, even the people outside, they're all, none of them are students. I don't think they're students. She's got a Fuji X100. Is that an X100? Let me see what it is. I think it's an X100. Nice camera. Of course the girl is going, oh yeah, okay. You guys tell me where they're from, okay? Enlighten me. You know, it was funny because the other day I was with someone and I was like, okay, tell me about it. And he started to tell me about some things and I just go, you're completely off. It's complete nonsense. This is, I don't know when this was a week or two ago. But I was like, you're completely off. You don't have a clue. You're guessing. Oh. And I started to explain why they do the things that they do. And then he went, oh. Then he understood. This is the thing. Oh, she's got a Canon over there. This one's got a Fuji. What's this one got? She's got her own camera over here. I think that's a Sony. She's got a Sony. Yeah, so this is I would say this is a middle to upper middle income area here where these people are. They're not worried about paying 100 or 200 baht or paying an extra 20 baht for a coffee. They're not worried about it. Oh. Still a lot of people. I cannot imagine how much money this place makes. They have got to be making, I mean, several 100,000 baht a day at least. And the thing is a lot of it is coffee. They don't have a huge selection of food. They got some croissants and they got a couple of cakes, and that's it. I understand that. Maybe the older people work at these places, but I don't think a lot of the younger people are working. The younger people, they look like, honestly, they look like people who are living with mommy and daddy, working part-time jobs. Yeah. More with the selfies. I guess when you come here to this coffee shop, it's supposed to lend itself to selfies. I don't know. They're all moving around now so they can get the right light. I'm shocked at this place, to be honest. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea, but I can't deny that it's a good place. So I'm gonna have to really look at the ratings that I gave it and take a look and think about it and punch them into the calculation sheet and see where this place stands. But it's not at the top, at the very top, I can tell you that. They don't have enough, I don't think they have enough food. And, you know, this is a bit of a trendy place where it's like, you know, oh, you should be happy you're here. Be happy you're here, and be happy we're giving you this great food. You know, they've kind of got that attitude. More selfies, Jesus Christ. See? Anyway. Gallo, you are horrible. You know that? You are freaking horrible. If I was your wife, I would kick you in the ass. No, I'm not. Carlos, I was wondering where you were. How you doing, man? Meridian, Mississippi. Well, that's a far cry from Bangkok, man. I don't know if you've seen where I am, but I'll give you a quick look. I'll give you a quick look here. Still people out the door. Unbelievable. This place is just so busy. I'm in shock, really. And you know, I've been to some good coffee shops before, and really interesting places. And you know, like I said, this is not my cup of tea. I mean, it's all right. It's a bit too busy for me. I don't really like that there's so many people coming in and out, walking by. I was lucky to get a seat. But you can't deny that it's a good place. And you know, if you're a young guy and you want to come looking for women here, you know, at the very least you can make some friends. It's cold in Mississippi right now? Holy moly, man. Three of them have cameras. And they are not cheap cameras. Unbelievable. I live in a college town. Most coffee shops here are full like that. I don't doubt it. The thing that I would say about, now look at this. The thing that I would say, look at her arm. The thing that I would say is that the prices are as much as in the US, or at least approaching the prices in the US. And therefore, the value is not what it used to be in Bangkok and in coffee shops. And you know, there are a million coffee shops. I can't go to all the I mean, I just looked the other day for new coffee shops, and I found a list of about 20, and I've been to about 10 of them. And I was like, where are these other 10 coffee shops? I didn't even know these existed. I cannot go all the time to the same coffee shops. I have to pick one, and I go to that one most of the time. Here comes the, look, watch this. He's gonna make a little drink here. Oh my God, we gotta record it. You know, it's a whole show. That's what they do. They want you to get engaged. Oh, look at this wonderful coffee we're making. That's what it's all about. Oh, this, you know, we got, everybody's working hard here. You got all kinds of people here. All kinds. It's fantastic to make someone happy with something as simple as a cup of coffee. But what I would say is this place is not just about a cup of coffee. Carlos, what? It's freezing there. I didn't. You said it's cold as fuck. Is it snowing? Is it snowing in them there parts? This is just, yeah, this is mad. Ah, the Aussie Open. Well, she was, it was hit or miss for her. Had snow before we arrived, but now mostly ice everywhere. How long are you there for? There's always, this group has the one girl where everybody wants to take her photos with a coffee. The other girl had the one girl, oh, she's so beautiful, oh, take my picture. It's crazy, man. I don't remember, even when I was young and good looking, as I was, I don't ever remember, like, hey, you want to take my photo? I just never was that vain. 2 months. Oh, Jesus, I didn't know you were going to be there that long. Well, by then you should miss Bangkok quite a bit. You should miss Thailand. Fuji. Yeah, it's Fuji. It's an X100. Oh, now they have another one. Jesus criminy. You're going to have to see this too. Barbados for 10 days. And then back to the States. Oh, okay. I am going, I believe, sometime in May. My wife and I are going to go to, I believe, Greece and Albania. I don't know why Albania, although it's a highly underrated European destination. Greece, I know why. But yeah, I think we're gonna go there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go there in May, which should be interesting. Still, there is still a line. Unbelievable. When I came here There was one person in front of me, that was it. But I just can't believe how busy this place is. I don't even know who's playing. What do I care? I live in Thailand. In Thailand, they do Muay Thai, they do boxing, and they do football. And I don't watch football. Vegas. Vegas, baby. Oh, well, that's good. So you're getting around a little bit. Vegas, I haven't been there in years. I think the last time was I went for, I don't know, it was for a fight. I think it was a George Foreman fight. I think that was the last time I went there. Another one. Look at this. Go ahead. We'll film you. They play takraw too. They're big on Sipak takraw. They're big on that. But, you know, I can't drink all this coffee. I've had 2 coffees already. I had one at home. That's three like double espressos. I don't need more than that. You can see, look at everything they're churning out here. I was going to, this is not a high soap place, Jesus Christ. 1 degree Celsius outside, wow, that is cold. Gennaro, I don't think you and many other people would know high soap and bit him in the ass. High soap people don't go around places, you know, bragging about it, or they don't like go, oh, you know, I've got a Benz, I'm high so, or they don't go to a particular shop unless it's frequented by other people who are high so. Generally, they don't mix with people like me or some of these other people here. This is not high so. This is an upper middle income to middle income kind of a place. And I dare say that some poor people come here. You're looking at one. Compared to a lot of what kind of people there are in Thailand and Bangkok, I'm in the middle income here. Time for sleep. We'll catch up with you later, Scott. Okay, Carlos, take it easy, man. Keep warm. You know, you say they're high, so you don't know that, and I dare say that it's a guess that you're making. You're guessing they're high, so. Okay, so they have enough money to come in here. They have enough money to come over here. That doesn't make them high, so. And maybe the girl's got a pair of Tom Ford glasses on, or whatever. That doesn't make her high, so. ISO is much more than just being like, I'm going to be pretentious and show what I have, and people are going to look at me and say, oh, she's got money. It's a lot more than that. And that's the thing. I've met guys and they go, oh, my girlfriend is high so. And then I've met her. She ain't high so. She's getting by. She's got maybe the chick has a Benz, and you know she got it second hand, and Papa is giving her money, and she's earning a little money, so she's making, you know, $100,000 a month with Daddy's money, and then that's supposedly high so. It's not high so. ISO is, they are in a totally different league, and I can guarantee you that 99.9% of them won't give you the time of day when it comes to a relationship. Unless you are extremely good looking and you got money, and they can see you have money. That's right, Dowlo. All the finest people wear my shirts. Or they contribute to an American in Bangkok so that they can like work their way up the high-so ladder. Oh God. No, they generally don't work, but just because Daddy gives them money doesn't mean that they're high-so. That's my point. If they got more money than they know what to do with, that in itself doesn't make them high-so. No, don't touch anything. Leave it alone. Jesus Christ. This guy's coming over here. He wants to touch my water. And it's like, leave me alone. They need connections. You know, like, oh, let me call my friend the senator because he'll get something done for me that I need done. That's a high-so connection. That's generally what you're talking about. And the only reason you rub shoulders with them is because for some reason you're in a circle that happens to interact with them. Because I have been around some people who were high-so. These are people who have drivers. They don't ever worry about, you know, what am I going to eat today or anything like that. They have somebody making them food, or they have somebody bringing them food, or they're going out to eat at a very nice restaurant with their friends, those kind of things. So, when you're talking about that, I think you need to remember that it's not just about, oh, how much money do they have? Or what place are they? Oh my God, they went into Boss. They're high-so. No, that doesn't make them high-so. Jesus Christ. You know, it kind of bugs me that they have people waiting outside. They have a line going outside, and there's a person standing there keeping people from coming in. That kind of bugs me. And there's one person at the register. Why don't they have 2 or 3 registers and then bring in more people, and then they worry about how are you going to seat everybody, because there are open seats here. I don't know, maybe they have it down where they know, you know, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 or 8 open seats. So I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. They're starting to let a few people in, but, you know, they're directing traffic. And even Sarni's. I've read some very good reviews about this place, but I have a difficult time saying that this place is better than Sarni's or Davin or some of the other really good coffee shops. First of all, Sarni's has a lot more food, and they have as much or more coffee. So that in itself makes it a better place, and their service is probably a little bit better. I don't have to wait for 20 minutes to get an espresso. Usually I wait like 3 minutes. So, you gotta look at it like that. You know, I look at it very pragmatically, very diplomatically, very, what's the word I'm looking for? You say that, I don't necessarily think so. I think it's one of, I don't think it is the most happening spot. If I went back and looked at my list, I could probably come up with some. Thank you, Andy. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's always the regulars. The regulars always come through. All you lurkers out there, think about it. Live streaming, I mean, what? Well, I mean, it's a very busy place. I'll say that. And you know, you have all kinds of people here. You have some good-looking women. You have some not so good-looking women. You have all kinds of people. That's the whole point. You have people from all walks of life. Short, tall, thin, fat. You got everything. So in that regard, yes, it is very busy. It's very happening. There's a lot going on, and it's very trendy. But it's I don't know. I like Sarni's a little better. I like Davin a little better. I don't know. And I will say this though, you know, when I'm looking at these people, they are not. Most of them are not standing around doing nothing. They are working very hard. They've got all kinds of things going on. Okay, if you believe they're high, so good for you, Gennaro. Middle class to upper middle class becomes high so in Gennaro's world. You see how busy they are. They're all doing something. But it's really funny that they only have one cashier. There's only one cashier. I don't understand that. Maybe two would be better. Because, I mean, the line is out the door. Why do you, I guess maybe they do that so that, you know, oh, well, you're so lucky to get in here. I'm not lucky to get in here. You're lucky to have me because there's a million different coffee shops. I hate to say that, but no coffee shop is so good that you can't do without it. Gavin Coffee. The place, I mean, very pretentious, very, you know, nice place, and very good coffee. Everything's good there. I got nothing bad to say about the place. But if it went out of business tomorrow, would I be like, oh my God, I can't believe it? No, I'd be like, okay, well, that kind of sucks, but whatever. Let's move on to the next place. You know, and they got a hell of a lot better food there and at Sarni's. A lot more food to choose from. A lot better food. They don't just have croissants. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, when I look around, I look at it and I go, they're working hard. There's a lot of people here. It's good. It's a good place. That's all I can say. It's a good place. But it is starting to empty out a little bit. I don't know why they still have people outside, but there's a lot of empty seats now. So anyway, so today we talked about this place, Factory Coffee, Payatai. We talked about what are you going to do with your girl if she's earning money, whether a lot or a little. What are you going to do with her? Do you want her to stay home with you? Do you want her to take on another function in your relationship where she's not working? Do you want her to work? What do you want her to do? And what does she want to do? That's what's important. But then, does it fit into your guidelines and your criteria of what you want in your woman? If you don't want a woman who's working, 80 hours a week, well then maybe you can't be in a relationship with her. I don't know. And then we also talked about the language, which I think, I hate to say it, but I just wanted to talk about that just because I think it's so arrogant to say you don't want to learn a language or you won't even try. I think the exact words were, I will never learn Thai. To me, that is so arrogant, so ridiculous, so selfish. It boggles my mind, if my mind can be boggled. I would say, as I said in the video, change your attitude a little bit, and I bet you get along with people a little bit more. I don't think everybody here is out to screw me. When I go into a place, I don't say, you're trying to rip me off for 10 baht? Are you getting an extra 40 baht out of me? I don't do that. Today I got on the motorcycle to go to the SkyTrain, and what I can do is take a motorcycle to the Enmark Plaza and then walk across the street, walk down the street a little bit, and I'm on the train. Or what I can do is take the motorbike right to the train. Now, it's 20 baht to go to Enmark Plaza and then walk across, and that's, you know, it takes like 15 minutes. Instead, I said I'll take the motorbike. Now, I paid 35 baht before. The guy goes, no, it's 40 baht. I said, no, it's 35. And he goes, no, it's been 40 baht for a while. And I go, really? Ah, well, you missed that one. I go, really? Okay, here you go. Give him the money for 5 baht. I'm not going to argue with him. Now, maybe the next guy, I'll give him 35 baht. He'll take it. He won't say anything. But he's not out to rip me off. I don't think every guy is out to rip me off. And I don't think you should have that attitude. And I don't think you should have the adversarial attitude of, it's me against all the Thais. It's Thai people against me. That's not how it is. Thank you very much, Joe. My Thai is poor, but I try. I appreciate that. And I think that's a good thing. And I think that goes a long way because it means that your attitude is not one of, I will never speak Thai because they need to speak English, which is ridiculous. To me, it's ridiculous. So I do think that goes a long way. And yeah, I don't understand why anyone would have that kind of a relationship because, first of all, while the camera is turned around. Oh, well, thank you so much. But I tell you what, I'll give you a little quick look here. Very busy place. You know, but if you're gonna be the kind of guy, all you guys, you bunch of horny bastards, you think I want to turn the camera around so you can jerk off while you look at people walking by? No thanks. At least I know if you're looking at me, you're not going to be doing that. Unless you're a freak. Well, now, you know, India, that's a different story. India, I don't know, you know, and I mean, I wouldn't want to prejudge, just like when I went to Bangladesh. I didn't prejudge. But there was a guy who was helping Chuck and I to do things, and we were giving him money every day. He was helping us. And then when I came back, he said, oh, you know, by the way, I need some money. Can you send me some money? I was like, no, I can't, no. And then there was a barber, when I got my hair cut, the barber wrote me and he said, oh, Scott, I need some money. I don't have money. And I was like, sorry, buddy, I can't help you. I'm not your ATM, you know. So those things happen. But here in Thailand, I can tell you, after 30 freaking years here, I don't usually get ripped off. And if I do, I don't mind. It's only a few baht. And it's not like I'm rolling in the money and I can afford to lose big money, but I don't put myself in a position where if I'm spending big money, then I'm gonna get ripped off. You know, that's how you do it. And you know, if you're in Pattaya, what do you get ripped off for? You pay your rent, you pay for food, you go to the grocery, you get your food, you go out, you buy a little food like on the street or something. You shouldn't be getting ripped off. So what are you getting ripped off for? What are they cheating you out of? Oh, they're so bad. How? How are they so terrible? Well, they charge me 10 baht more. Okay, well, you know the price. You tell them, no, I'm not paying that. it's this price. And if they say no, then you say, okay, I'm gonna go do my business elsewhere. And that's what you do. I don't know, Gennaro. I don't have a problem where I'm constantly thinking about, I've got to get laid. And there was a time when I was thinking about that all the time, when I was in my 20s. The thing is I don't have to worry about it. I'm taken care of all the time. So I don't ever have to worry about that. And I dare say Dowlo is probably taken care of too. He doesn't have to worry about it. And that's the beauty of being married. You don't have to think about those things. And you can have fun. But he's not that way either. That's the thing. He's not horny every minute that he's here. That's the last thing that he is. And it has to do with the way that the people are, the way that the girls are, the interactions he's had, and in life in general. He's just very cautious. Now, if he just needs to, get it done, that's a different story. And that's enough to, turn you off, or what? Oh, God. Well, they're all gone. Are they going out the back door, or is it the bathroom? I don't know. I don't know if you can get up. Kun cup. Oh, ได้ไหม Okay. Oh, can you ได้ไหม Oh, okay. All right, so you can't get out there. It's just a bathroom. That's all it is. Anyway, there's a lot of people that have been here a long time. There are people like to stay here. So maybe it's a place like Friends. Friends is a little more conducive. That place, I don't watch that show, but I've seen their coffee shop. And that coffee shop seems to be a bit more in tune with what I like, which is just more quiet. This place is so busy. And there's so many people coming in and out of here. It's not my style, man. Anyway. Well, it's good that you guys could join me today. I'm glad. It was a very nice time. I don't know what I'll do on Sunday, where I'll be, what I'm going to do. I've got a few things to do coming up. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. That's the thing. So I never really know. It's a day or two in advance, and I go, maybe I'll do this or that. And sometimes I change at the last minute. I don't know. I see everybody sipping these little foo-foo drinks that they get here, but they make in front of them. And give me an espresso, and I'm good, He's directing traffic again. Gennaro madness, honking worse than Vietnam. Anyway, listen, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. It's been fun real. They're all crazy. They're all nuts. So you go to Cambodia, it's madness. You go to Myanmar, it's madness. Bangkok, madness. Philippines, oh my God, madness. Oh my God, and India, I don't even want to think about India. And the thing is if we're Americans like me, like looking like me, or like Mr. 2/4 Korean, or something like that, even 2/4 Korean, then it's kind of like you stand out. They know you're not one of them. And that counts for a lot here. But it doesn't mean they're ripping you off at every turn. That's just ridiculous. And, you know, the thing is that 2 quarters Karina said to me, a lot of times they don't want to take me when they turn the meter on. You know, you might have to just deal with a couple of people and you say, I'm not going. I don't care. I don't care if you're charging me 20 baht more than you're supposed to. I don't care. Turn the freaking meter on. And then what you can do is write down the letters of their driver's license and report them. Usually I just like I like get in. Because I'm like, you gotta take me, buddy, and I'm not paying you what you want. And then if they won't, you know, I either like get out the door and leave the door open, or I slam the door. So, you know. There are ways around it, but you don't just say, okay, well, I'll pay you whatever you want. That's just ridiculous. That's about the only time where I can see them, you know, getting up on you for something, but there's no reason for that either. You don't need to deal with that rubbish. Because the law is they need to pick you up. And you know, it's like, I think I was with Billy when I said to a guy, this is a law, you need to turn the meter on. He didn't want to take us. And he said, what law? Muay Thai law? Which to me, I was like, listen, you know, you old man, don't dick me around. I know what the deal is. This is the thing. They think all foreigners don't know about the country and that they're a bunch of dummies. And even guys who have come here for a short period of time now, more and more and more people are seeing online because of videos that I do, videos that other people do, videos they see from websites that they see. They're learning. This is what you do in Thailand. This is what you don't do. So they're already starting to know, you can't do this, buddy. That's just the way it is. You can't rip me off. How dare you? And then if they're going to continue to try to rip you off, you go, let me get out here and I'm going to go get somebody else. You're out of luck, buddy. Anyway, I've said enough. I've said plenty. So that's all I got. I asked several cabs in Sukhumvit to turn the meter on. They all said no. So I walked. Well, that's a good thing. I hate to say it. And you know, if it's pouring rain, that kind of sucks. But you can report them. That's the thing. Even if you say, okay, I'm going to take this guy because it's raining. I don't want to get rained on. I'm going to take the guy. Then you write down the alphabet, the letters that are showing on his door, and you report him. And they will put a note on his file. And if he does it 3 times, they'll take his license away. So, you know, you can do something about it. You know, it's not as easy as it should be. They used to have an app that you just filed and it was really easy, but now I don't know what happened. They don't do that. So anyway, I gotta go. All right, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And it was fun little stream from here, from the Factory Coffee, not the Factory Coffee, Factory Coffee in Bangkok, the Phaya Thai section of Bangkok. That's all I got. So, Choti Leo Jerkan Mai. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Sawati Ton Chow. Good morning, good morning. Goodbye, goodbye. Ta-ta. Good luck. See you later. All right? Adios. Arrivederci. Bon voyage.